Hello everybody, it's Julia here from the Highly Sensitive Tarot, and I'm back today with my collective reading for February, and it will be a Celtic cross. I've been doing some readings in between the monthly ones, but I think every sort of monthly reading that I do will be a Celtic cross. I do enjoy a Celtic cross, so I just want to say thank you really to everybody who's been supporting me, encouraging me to read more on my channel. It's something that I stopped doing for a while last year. I think I lost my confidence a little bit and got preoccupied with lots of other things, but it's something I really enjoy doing. So thank you so much to everyone who's supported me and encouraged me and watches my videos and gives me some feedback, because that's obviously really helpful. So I just want to say before we get started that it's my belief that these readings that I do are an energetic snapshot in time, really. That it's my intuitive insights, it's messages that I receive from spirit on occasion that will also influence my intuitive insights. It's my thoughts, my feelings, particularly my feelings about the cards, the energy that they give off, the way that the cards interact with each other. Obviously my knowledge of tarot and numerology and astrology, that all comes into it, but overriding all of that is my intuition and my feelings about the cards, how they make me feel. So really, this reading is meant to offer the viewer intuitive insights and to aid your self-reflection process. I'm always very interested in personal growth. These readings are not necessarily meant to be predictive. They're just meant to explore situations, relationships, and offer you opportunities and possibilities, things to self-reflect upon, and aid in your personal growth. So obviously these readings won't resonate for everybody, and I'm certainly not here to tell anybody what to do. You need to make your own decisions about what you do with any situation. But I do hope that this reading just offers a little platform really for you to sort of springboard your own thoughts and feelings from. So I hope that makes sense. And as I said, these readings don't resonate for everybody, but the energies of tarot are universal. And so the situations that I talk about will resonate for quite a lot of people, really. And I hope that if you've been drawn to look at this video, that something might resonate for you that's helpful. And as I said, please do leave me some feedback. I would love that. So without further ado, let's move my lovely goddess. I'm going to have to put her, oh dear, I'm going to have to put her back up here. I won't have room, will I? So today I've decided to use my Robin Wood tarot, which I keep wanting to call Robin Hood tarot, but it's Robin Wood. And it's a deck I've been reading for myself with, but I've never read for anybody else with it, so this will be a first today. But I've fallen in love with it. It's a beautiful deck. And I'm also going to use the tea leaf card. So instead of shuffling them, I think I'm just going to put them on the table and have a feel and see what resonates. Already I want that one. I shall take that one. And I'm going to take this one, and I'll also have a look at the bottom of the deck as well when I put these all up together. And these will kind of frame the reading. They'll give additional insights, things to bear in mind as we go through the reading. So this was the bottom of the deck. This was the whale. And then we also have beetle and cup. So what have we got? Good fortune, great worry over nothing, and you should accept valid criticism. Well, it's nice to see good fortune there for a start, isn't it? And great worry over nothing. Well, we can all be guilty of that, can't we? Of overthinking, of getting our knickers in a twist, of projecting ourselves into the future, and trying to make decisions and things based on that when we really don't know what the future holds, do we? And criticism, valid criticism, I mean, that can be a difficult thing for many of us, can't it? You know, I know that for myself, a lot of my childhood was full of criticism, and it can be quite triggering for me as an adult. And it's very important to be able to listen to other people and understand their perceptions of you and your behaviour, your actions. It's certainly not a bad thing if it comes from a helpful and loving place. But when it's criticism that's just there to put you down and make you feel bad and make you feel stupid about yourself, well, that's a different matter, isn't it? So I don't know. We'll see as the reading goes on how these cards sort of reflect really in the reading. So let's hope I can get everything in the shot. So, as I said, I have read with these cards for myself quite a lot, but I've spent some time today clearing the energy with them and doing a significant amount of shuffling. So, for the collective, please, my spirit guides, if you could help me to find clarity for people over any given situation. If you could help me to offer insights and possibilities into any given situation. Thank you. So, okay. So, for the present, what is happening right now? Wow, I did not expect that, turning that over. So some kind of heartbreak, some kind of sadness, feeling vulnerable. Or I'm looking at this card and already I'm feeling vulnerable, exposed in some way. This is what's happening right now. This is your state of mind and your current perceptions about a person, yourself, or any given situation. The challenge or the problem facing you. And we have the Two of Swords. I just want to make sure I had got these shuffled properly. I thought, oh God, I'm not going to pull out the Ace of Swords, am I? The Two of Swords. So this is the challenge or the problem that is facing you. And the Two of Swords is indecision, isn't it? It's contemplation to the extreme. It's indecision. It's feeling stuck, not being able to decide which direction to take, not being able to decide which of your thought processes to go with. It's making me think here about this great worry over nothing card here. But we'll see as the reading goes on whether this is something to worry about or not really. But I do see, I mean, it's interesting, I felt very strongly with this Three of Swords here that there was a vulnerability here. And I feel that this Two of Swords is in direct relation to that. It's a kind of holding yourself in, holding yourself together, fearing that if you let your arms down, if you let the swords down, if you move, that it'll all fall apart. Yeah. So the past, events leading up to this situation. And we have the 7 of Wands. So again, there's that feeling of defensiveness there, isn't there? About needing to defend yourself, have courage in your convictions. Yeah. And again, it's making me question whether this is something that's real that you need to worry about here, or whether this is something that you've become overwhelmed with, this kind of great worry over nothing. But, you know, given these cards that we've got here, there could be some real, some problems for you, some sadness, some kind of mental anguish, something that you're struggling with, that you're feeling defensive about, that it's like you don't want to move forward at the moment, you're just standing your ground. And this is the past, obviously, so whatever this is, it's been building up. And it's been building up to this place where you are now, where you're feeling this mental anguish, this vulnerability, this sadness, where you're feeling stuck, trapped, perhaps unable to make a decision or move forward. The future, what's likely to happen in the next few weeks, and wow, let's put that there, number 4. So this is what's likely to happen, and we've got the 6 of Wands. How interesting. How interesting to go from this very defensive and sad and anguished and trapped energy to this energy of victory, you know, reaping the rewards of something. There's a celebratory quality to this card, isn't there? And we've got here good fortune with the beetle. You know, he's got the sun on his banner there, the sun on his little tunic. Everybody's cheering. This is positivity. This is moving forward with positivity. Interesting. So I wonder what is going to help you move from this place to this. So, card number 5 is the As Above. And we've got the Queen of Cups. Now, this is a card of something that you are consciously working towards. This is a card of, this is a goal that you're consciously working towards a resolution with. This is something that you want to consciously achieve, something that you're very much aware that you want to achieve. And this is a very strong and emotional, empathic, receptive, intuitive energy. There's strong psychic abilities here with this card. This is a person who's generous with their time, with their emotions, somebody kind. And perhaps this is a place that you want to work towards in yourself. Or perhaps this is a relationship that you would like to improve in some way, because we do have the 3 of Swords there. Perhaps the Queen of Cups represents somebody in your life, somebody that you are trying to resolve things with. Or perhaps these are just energies in yourself that you would like to feel more. You know, the negative side of the Queen of Cups is that she's very emotional, overly emotional, sometimes can be a little bit irrational, neurotic, too much in her emotions, drowning in emotions sometimes. So that might be that that's something that you're trying to address in yourself and that you're quite consciously aware of. So card number 6 is the Below. And this is something that might be more within your subconscious mind. It might be your underlying emotions or something that just yet is to be revealed. And with the Nine of Wands, we're looking at sort of a more guarded energy and needing to be resilient. You know, it's taken great effort to get these wands to stand up straight. This man is tired and beaten up. And so perhaps underlying all of this is just that whatever this problem is, that it's been going on for some time and it's really depleted your energy. Nines in numerology are around accomplishment and attainment and, bringing things to fruition. And I feel that you've been trying to bring about a change in your life for quite some time, and it's just really burnt you out. It's really exhausted you. Perhaps, you should accept valid criticism. Perhaps you've been quite defensive and not really willing to listen too much to other people about a certain situation. Because you're so tired, because perhaps you can't actually take much more, and that's why you're sat here in the middle here, very closed in on yourself. It's like a turning inwards, isn't it? So card number 7 is the advice, and we've got the Knight of Wands. And this is what is the best advice to address the challenge? So I would say the best advice here is to actually do something. I think feeling defensive, feeling beaten up, feeling vulnerable, feeling closed in, they might all be very natural responses to what you've been going through, but I don't feel that they're very helpful things. And they're certainly not going to bring about the change that you want. The Knight of Wands is very much encouraging movement, inspired action, and a certain amount of bravery, really. This knight here is charging ahead, full of fire and drive and passion, fearless. This is not a defensive energy at all, is it? It's an energy of pushing out and onwards and upwards, of going after what it is that you want. So card number 8 is external influences or people or events out of your control. And we've got the Queen of Wands. Interesting. So we've got 2 queens here, haven't we? Queen of Wands. So this is a very confident person, somebody who's very confident in her own abilities, in their own abilities. This is a magical person, somebody full of charisma. It's like the next step onwards from the Knight of Wands, isn't it? And this is something external to you. So this is a person in your life, I would say, the Queen of Wands. And it doesn't have to be a female, it could be a male. But this is somebody that perhaps, this is a strong character. The Queen of Wands is a strong character, and perhaps this person has been making you feel bad about yourself and not allowing you to or this could be a person that you're feeling heartbroken over. I'm just looking at all the cards here. Perhaps this is a person that you'd been trying to make something work within a relationship for a long time. But I think you've just become overwhelmed. I think the sheer effort of this has really knocked you. Perhaps this person has been giving you some kind of feedback, some kind of criticism about yourself, trying to tell you what to do or where to go with your life. And it's my feeling here that you've not taken that very well for one reason or another, and that might be extremely valid. But it's making me feel that it's made you defensive and emotional and upset and vulnerable, feeling vulnerable in yourself. It's like whatever influence this Queen of Wands person has had on you, it's made you, it's triggered you, you know, it's made you feel vulnerable. Perhaps you feared being abandoned by this person. Perhaps you felt that this person is leaving you behind. And it's made you go inwards into yourself. I can see that there's been a great deal of resilience here within yourself, but I don't feel right at this moment that you can see that or you're feeling that. So card number 9 is your hopes and fears. And we've got the Magician. So the Magician's energy is about opportunity, isn't it? Resourcefulness, making things happen, bringing things together. And this Magician here has got his hand held out. He's offering something. It does feel very much like you might have been waiting for something to be offered to you, waiting for somebody to help you to manifest what you want. Yeah, but it is very much my feeling here with the Knight of Wands and also the Six of Wands here, that your future is in your own hands. I think that in order to get this kind of victory, in order to get this validation, perhaps, that you've been seeking, I think you've got to act, you've got to do something, you've got to step out of this Two of Swords energy. And you've got to act, you need to do something. So the outcome, card number 10, and we've pulled the Ace of Pentacles. We've got the Moon at the bottom of the deck. So the outcome, how the situation will resolve itself, where things are headed. Well, you're headed for a new start. You're headed for new opportunities again. I always see the Ace of Pentacles as being a card of good fortune, and we've got that over here, haven't we? It can sometimes represent gifts from outside of you, something being given to you. And like I said, the Magician here has got his hand out there. We've got the Moon at the bottom of the deck, so that to me would represent it's Pisces energy, isn't it? It's reflective, it's all about the subconscious. It can be a kind of deceptive card, that things aren't always quite as they seem. And I think that's fitting in here with the great worry over nothing, isn't it? Is that perhaps things are really not quite as difficult and sad as you feel that they might be. Yeah, that is my overwhelming feeling about these cards, is that whatever has been going on, whatever it is that you've been afraid of, that's been worrying you, I don't think it's quite as bad as you think. I don't see you as being as powerless as you might feel that you are at this time, or as stuck. I can see that you might be tired. I can see that you might be feeling overwhelmed, or that somebody else's energy, somebody else in your life may have become all-consuming for you. And I think that that's really knocked you. It's knocked your energy, it's knocked your emotions. It's made you retreat into yourself and not want to listen to what anybody else has got to say. But I feel that, you know, these two cards here are so very positive. This is the card of the future, the Six of Wands. What's likely to happen. And the Knight of Wands down here is your advice. What is the best advice to address this challenge? And really that is to stop worrying so much and to take a step forward, to act. You know, this person here is standing his ground. He's being protective, but he can't move forward because of the cliff and the wands that are down there. You know, there's nowhere for him to go in this card. And this is a card of the past. So I think that it's really time to move forward. It's really time to have some self-confidence, some belief in yourself, to give yourself a good talking to, to maybe listen to other people in your life. Perhaps the Queen of Wands here does have something to say. But I think really you're not as powerless as you think that you are. Card number 9 here is the Magician. This is your hopes and fears. And the Magician has the power. The Magician can manifest whatever he wants. The Magician is quite capable of that. So with the Six of Wands, the Knight of Wands and the Magician, I would say that you're quite capable of changing your future, changing your destiny, and of manifesting whatever it is that you want for yourself at the moment. Whatever it is that you've felt exhausted and tired and defensive and perhaps very vulnerable and triggered and sad about. It's like you've become hopeless about something. But, you know, what a beautiful card to end on here also, the Ace of Pentacles. This is lovely. You know, we've got this path here that's leading down and through the trees and into the future. And it looks like it's a nice path to take. It's not a scary path. I think you've got everything that you need to make this change. Whatever this is that you want for yourself, you've got it. You've got it all. This is a very promising Celtic cross here for February. I think I would encourage you to go for it, whatever it is that you want. To take the blindfold off, to get up and to get on with it. Stop procrastinating, stop worrying, stop trying to project yourself into the future and talk yourself out of whatever this is. I think you've got it. So I'm going to leave it there, I think, for this reading. Please do give me some feedback if this resonated for you. I hope that it's helpful. And yeah, thanks for being here with me, and I'll see you all again soon.